All right, here we go. What is good, you guys? It's your boy Randy Anderson here with another episode of the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. And today I have my co-host plus an extra, and then maybe we might have a couple more trickle on. But go ahead and introduce yourselves. Ooh, turn it off.
Oh, the ESPN ticker is game time back. Mr. Lauren Jones, man. Let's get ready to tear some buttholes tonight.
Corey Gilmore, you know what it is. Coming back, you know what I'm saying? Back for the game.
All right, cool. And we have our other guest, but he's getting something real quick. But we're gonna continue on. You know how we guys do this. We talk sports, we get hot topics, and then man, we get it off our chest. And then we maybe, possibly have something extra for y'all. But we just don't know until the end. So let's do this, man. So let's talk about these playoffs, guys. And first of all, before we start, I want to apologize because I had made a prediction on one of the last podcasts that it was going to go to Game 7 and Toronto was going to come back. So I humbly apologize to all my fan base. I humbly apologize. Just know Drake is having more worse time than me, maybe. So let's talk about this Cleveland-Toronto series, man. Let's talk about it, guys. What is you guys' thoughts and what happened? Lauren, we'll start with you.
I mean, is there anything to talk about? Man, you know what? I was shocked. I'm not even going to act like I wasn't. I did not expect a sweep. I expected Cleveland to win. I did not expect a sweep. Man, I just... Kryptonite, man. LeBron is Toronto's kryptonite. It's something about him, and I don't know what it is, but it's something about him that DeMar DeRozan goes to sleep.
He scares DeRozan.
I can't say Kyle Lowry had a bad series. It was nobody but him. You know, him and Valanciunas was really the only ones that came to play. But I mean, like I said before, until LeBron retires and goes to the West, the East is his. It may take him 7 games to win the series, but I don't see nobody in the East beating Cleveland or beating LeBron. I'll say beating LeBron because I'm not positive that LeBron is staying in Cleveland. I'm just pretty sure.
Oh, okay. All right. Next up, we'll go Corey. And then, what's your name, bro?
Ryan.
So everybody, we got our other co-host here. He's back. His name is Ryan. So Corey, we'll let you go ahead and go next.
Like I said last time, man, this shit was over. After game 1 was over, man. After they dropped that game 1 in that fashion, that killed them right there. That killed their whole little all their confidence. You know, they had to get over their hump because LeBron's been getting in their ass for the past longer than 3 years because he was doing it in Miami too. So Lowry and DeRozan came up so short, man. That was really disappointing to watch. Even to the point to where the coach had to pull out DeRozan in the at the end of game 3. That was a terrible showing. How much did Lowry have in game 4? What, like 5 points or so?
Yeah, it was single digits.
Like 5 points. DeRozan had 18. LeBron came to ball. Too bad, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting hyped up. I need everybody to pump the brakes. You know, the Toronto Raptors just made it look like Michael Jordan. He gonna do his thing. I think they got enough to take out the Celtics. Now, it'd be a different story if Kyrie was still in the picture. It'd be a much different story, man. It'd be ugly. What you think different, Lord?
Is it? Oh, we're about to start cooking. It's looking like we might be cooking.
LeBron out there playing with the Toon Squad right now, man. He got Buddy and the rest of them cats. So
here's what I'll say. I'll say this. It depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to an analytics guy, they don't need Kyrie. if you're talking to an analytics person. Now, if you're talking to an eye test person, then yeah, Kyrie got to be there because Kyrie is kind of that clutch, lethal type of player, you know. But from a basketball analytics, Marcus is analytically is Marcus Smart.
Oh no, no! That's why y'all got to drop them analytics. Oh hell no! Marcus Smart equals Kyrie.
No.
Well, yeah.
It's not what you said.
Oh.
I'm just simply saying when you look at it from an analytical perspective, Marcus Smart actually has he's like head and shoulders above Kyrie from a plus minus standpoint. I think with the separation between Kyrie and most other people in the league is Kyrie is one of those clutch players. So you need him down the stretch, you know what I'm saying, for the clutch shots, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can guard him off the dribble. Like nobody in the NBA can guard Kyrie off the dribble. So you need him for those moments. But there's other parts of the game where he's actually a deficiency to their offensive flow. They actually score more with Kyrie on the bench than they score with Kyrie in the game. That's why I said when you look at it from an analytical perspective, you bring in Kyrie in the fourth quarter.
All right, I got a question for y'all.
Go for it.
You mentioned analytics. What do you take into consideration when you determine who's the greatest of all time? Like you look at Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe, what exactly are you looking at that defines which one of those players is your definition of the GOAT? Like just go off of statistics, athleticism, or the circumstances surrounding their accolades?
That's a great question, man. Let me answer that for you. So the best answer for that question is it's hard to compare two different type of players. LeBron and Jordan were two different type of players. You know, Jordan was a scorer. Jordan could play some defense. But Jordan wasn't somebody that was, you know, had a high acumen for, you know, passing a basketball. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to crash the boards. Really?
Oh.
I said, nope. High acumen. LeBron is a better passer than Jordan ever was. Ever.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's what I'm saying. When you talk about the actual skill set of passing the basketball, LeBron is a better passer than Michael Jordan ever was.
Jordan wasn't a great passer, though.
I won't say he was a great passer, and I'll leave it at that. So the difference between one of the bigger differences that people don't talk about when you talk about Jordan and LeBron. LeBron came into the league with expectation that LeBron was going to take the torch from whoever had it at that time, which LeBron came to the league, he probably, you know, it was Kobe. You know what I'm saying? There was the expectation that LeBron was going to take the torch. When Jordan came in the league,
so
you had Magic, you had Larry Bird. Again, I will say this again. Bowie over Michael Jordan.
Who?
Sam Bowie. Sam Bowie got drafted before Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. It wasn't all because of Sam Bowie. It was more of the fact that Jordan played in Carolina's system. And Dean Smith wasn't going to let nobody be the man in Carolina. So you didn't know how good Jordan was until he actually came into the NBA. All they did was talk about LeBron. And the 03 draft class had D Wade, had Carmelo. You know what I'm saying? Had Chris Bosh.
Would you say that like those three came out of the same draft class, right? Would you say their skill set is somewhat equal? Like if you threw in 2K, like a realistic outlook on their ratings, would you say they were pretty close in your skill?
You sound like LeBron, nigga, talking about 2K.
No, I was using that as an example.
Between who?
Okay, yeah. Say it again.
Who?
Like those three cats, like Carmelo, The three cats that you just said, would you say the skill set coming out the same draft class? Because you really don't see that often, do you? Like a bunch of cats that come in and just hoop straight out of college.
Nah, this year is the greatest draft class since 03. No question. This year is the greatest draft class since 03.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean when you take Carmelo, LeBron, and D Wade, I mean it was all about expectation. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo came in the league as a scorer. Like everybody knew Carmelo was getting buckets. So when you talk about scoring acumen, I mean there was a time when Carmelo was untouchable offensively. Offensively, he could get any shot he wanted on the court. That's how Cody was from a scoring perspective.
Mm-hmm. Pick your poison.
LeBron he gives you a little bit more than most other players in the league. I mean, you know, I put LeBron in the same category as a Magic Johnson, not as a Michael Jordan. I put him, he's more of your stat stuffer because he's gonna get you points, rebounds, and assists. You know, Jordan, and again, part of this was Jordan wasn't asked to do that type of stuff. You know, Jordan wasn't asked to get rebounds. Why? Because they had Horace Grant. You know what I'm saying? And Dennis Rodman. So Jordan didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Would you agree that some players are just natural freaks of nature? Like they were just born to do this.
Yeah.
Nigga, this ain't interview time, nigga. You know
I'm saying for anybody, you know what I'm saying?
what you talking about?
Yeah.
I was just saying, because you hear about the comparisons all the time, and you hear people constantly debating on like greatest of all time, and they always bring up Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe.
Can we all agree? Can we all agree that he is the greatest of all time?
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Oh, Lord.
Hold up, slow down.
That's why I asked that question.
Right now, Jordan is still the greatest basketball player ever to play the game of basketball.
Who's two?
Huh?
Who's second?
LeBron.
You about to be second. 30 minutes.
I say Jordan, Kobe, then LeBron.
Nah.
I can't give it to Kobe.
I love Kobe.
Not second. Not number two.
But I have to wait until LeBron retires for me to really start diving. Like
He'll never have another three-peat.
I debate. I debate a lot about that three-peat. I'm not debating. Yeah, I'm not debating. I feel like Pippen doesn't get his just due. Like I feel like with no Pippen, and I don't think Jordan ever three-peats. I think Jordan gets titles, but I don't think Jordan ever three-peats without.
Yeah.
Pippen. Huh?
He had two of them.
Who?
Jordan.
Not without.
Not without Pippen.
He never got a title without Scottie.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, he did it twice though. Like, I mean, that's saying a lot though. Because shit, LeBron ain't never had one, and Kobe had at least one, and then he had two straight. But I mean, that's an achievement in itself. That's like,
and that's why I said I'll take.
NFL titles.
I'll take nothing away from Jordan by any stretch of the imagination. Like I said, right here, right now, Jordan is the greatest basketball player ever to play the game of basketball. I just think the jury's still out because you could say that Jordan, three-peated twice, but Jordan never went to 8 straight finals. Before they even went to the finals, he had some years trying to get past Detroit. Detroit was playing rugby on the basketball court. So, you know what I'm saying? Could it have been done? I would be really interested if Jordan had never retired, if the NBA would have changed because they kept the titles. I would really be interested in knowing that. But the free agency game was way different back then. Like players were to a team, so to say. They were a little bit more competitive. I would say it wasn't like now. What I think a lot of people mistake is that these players want to win. Like it's not about it's just about winning. Where back in the day, you added competition to it, and so you wanted to play the best. They don't care about that, and that's just subject to the generation. You know,
Yeah.
generation, they just want to win, so they're gonna do whatever they got to do. You know what I'm saying? To win a basketball game, it's not all about being competitive and trying to play the greatest. It's just trying to win.
All right, let me take this back over. So the Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors beat and eliminated the Pelicans, man. What did you guys' thoughts on that before we get to this talk of the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals?
Not surprised at all. Not surprised at all.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, I expected a sweep.
You said what?
I expected a sweep.
You expected a sweep?
Yep. So the fact that New Orleans got one game.
Yeah. All right. Either one of y'all can go next. About the Pelicans versus the Golden State Warriors. What is you guys' thoughts on that?
Yeah, they lucky they got one game. Like I said, man, there's not all the action was for real in the East. Everything that happened in the West was pretty much expected. Curry was back, knocking down his shots, getting the rhythm. He was basically just finding the rhythm, getting ready for Houston in this series. Pelicans had no answer for him. AD did his thing. Rondo played strong. They played. They made an entertaining series. They made it more entertaining than what we expected it to be. They could have taken them out 4-1 without Curry. Durant and Thompson is all they needed. And Draymond, can't forget about him. But the Pelicans fought hard, man, and all the way to the end, man. They were down by 20. They made a huge rally back, and it took when the Splash Brothers and Durant went cold, man. They turned to Draymond. Draymond delivered, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, shout out to Data.
We getting ready for Houston now. This is the series everybody's been waiting on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but sports goes, man. I would have been interested to see if what would have happened had they had Boogie.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, but what you saying?
It wouldn't have changed much. They probably would have grabbed one more. They probably would have grabbed one more game, or it would have been 4-1. It would have been 4. It is now. It would have still been interesting. Boogie's a baller. But it still would have been 4-1. It's way too much firepower. Golden State scores. The way they score is ridiculous. As soon as they turn it on and they hit that hot streak, it's a wrap for them. It's a wrap for whoever they playing, man. So, yeah.
What you got to say? Roger, right?
Ryan.
Right.
What you got to say? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, like y'all said, honestly, they got 3 players on that team that can go nuclear, honestly. KD can go wild. Klay Thompson can go wild at any time. And Steph Curry can go wild at any time. So, I mean, honestly, you leave one of them open, it's wraps. They can pull up that 3. Steph Curry can dribble on you, and he can literally play with everybody around the court until somebody gets open. Then toss it to that person. They get to that 3. You know what I'm saying? So the Houston game is going to be interesting. So let's talk about that. Who do you guys got coming out of that conference, man? Golden State or James Harden?
Golden State.
Golden State. You said Golden State? All right, hold on real quick. Quick fun fact. That Houston team is made up of 4 of the old Houston, the old New Orleans team, the New Orleans Hornets team. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Mm-hmm. Ryan Anderson, Trevor Ariza, Eric Gordon, and Chris Paul.
Wow. Yeah.
So, I'm not slick. I caught that. It was late, but I caught that. So what is you guys' thoughts in this series? I'm gonna let you go ahead first, Corey, and then we'll go in
it's gonna be a good series, man. What it's gonna come all the way down to is James Harden, how he plays. He's come up really short, as he has in the past come playoff time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a big time player. He can turn it on at any time, but it seems like come playoff time when it's, you know, when teams have time to prepare for you, you know, for multiple games playing against you, it seems like they've been able to figure out James Harden in the past, and this last series was no exception. Had it not been for Chris Paul, we might still been watching them play. It might have been a game 6. You don't think so?
I got a different reason why it might have been a game 6. Go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, Harden just hasn't been really aggressive. He hasn't hasn't been putting on like he usually has. But you know, they still got the win, so we'll see. You know, he's gonna have to come big time against Golden State. You know, you got no choice but to. They got the firepower to beat them. They're holding home court advantage, but I think Golden State's gonna have to take them out in 6. They can't, even if it does go to 7 though. I believe Golden State could get that win in Houston. So yeah, it's gonna be Golden State. We're gonna get a repeat. Golden State versus Cleveland.
All right, next up.
Shit, I ain't gonna speak on it, man. I don't even be following the finals, man.
All right, Lauren, you up?
Yeah. So, if it goes 7, I'll give it to Houston. If it goes 7, I think the home court advantage will come into play in Game 7. I think Golden State needs to take them out of 6.
Okay.
There's a person that I'm interested in this series, and it's not a player. It's D'Antoni. D'Antoni has been here before because he got to the final when they had Steve Nash and Marty Steinbrenner. And they lost to LA, and they were actually up in the series. So I'm interested to see how D'Antoni coaches differently in this being, because what was that, like 10, 12 years ago? You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see if he coaches any differently in this series. It's going to be interesting because I feel like they're going to need James Harden more offensively because Chris Paul is going to be locked in on Steph Curry. Right. He's going to be locked in on Steph Curry. So I think that Chris Paul, over the course of his career, has actually been able to neutralize, not stop, because you ain't going to stop Steph Curry, but he's been able to neutralize Steph Curry. And so I'd be interested. I will say, I know Corey said if it wasn't Chris Paul in Game 6 or in Game 5, that they would have still been playing Utah. If it wasn't for Donovan Mitchell getting hurt, they would have still been playing Utah.
Yeah, you got that. You got a point.
Mitchell single-handedly willed them through that game until he got hurt in the fourth quarter. They were only down by 2 points when he went out of the game. So I feel like, Donovan Mitchell is a big. Anybody who's saying that Ben Simmons should be the rookie of the year can kiss my, you know what?
We was gonna talk on that. We was gonna talk about that. But
I give it, if it goes 7, I give it to Houston. But I think Golden State will take them out in 6.
Okay. Oh, you giving them 6? All right, predictions. Corey, what you giving them?
It's gotta be over in 6. That'd be the best route to go. Even though I do believe, like I said, they can get the road win in Houston. That's just not a route you want to do, especially with a team that has the equal amount of firepower as well as defensively, Clint Capella in that paint. They can play the perimeter. They have the players to play on the perimeter too defensively. So yeah, you don't want to play around with them. Get it over in 6 games.
All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and go on another limb here. I know last time it hurt, but I'm gonna say a gentleman's sweep. Golden State wins. A gentleman's sweep. Yep. Wow. I do not believe in James Harden coming in clutch. Don't get me wrong, he's clutch, but he's gonna have to count on Chris Paul. Chris Paul, this is literally the first time he's been to the finals or semifinals. But yeah, y'all know what I mean. It's first time. First time.
Yep.
I understand you a vet and all, but bruh, I don't think you're gonna be able to pull it off. I don't think all the key players on that team is gonna be able to actually rise up their level of play to be able to beat them. And then their center, I don't know, man. If they get that death line up in there, it's wraps. It is wraps because the center's gonna have to come out to guard. Because Draymond Green not gonna just be in the inside and out. KD will play center. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They got so many missing matches. It's how you gonna stop them? Honestly. Yeah.
That's why I said I'm looking at D'Antoni and how he coaches and how he uses his substitutions.
Okay. Hey, they said yesterday, I forget who it was. It was either Kenny Smith or Shaq. They said Houston's got to be firing all cylinders. He said if they firing all cylinders, there's nothing, they gonna run away with it. Charles Barkley came back quick at him. He said, "So what happens if Golden State is firing on all cylinders?" That's simple,
Did Kenny Smith have on them Jodeci boots?
That's what I can say, man. It's hard to stop him.
Yeah.
What was you saying? One more time.
No, I can't speak on a whole lot of it, but I can say from what I have seen that the times that I've caught the game, if Golden State do come out firing and they wet, like it's really hard trying to stop them. Like
ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
Right.
Sit back and watch the show. Watch the fireworks.
Y'all see Steph come out to hit that half court shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Kenny have on them Jodeci boots, Corey?
You said what?
Did Kenny Smith have on them Jodeci boots?
Nah, I ain't see it. Nah.
All right. So let's go ahead and talk about what happened. No, what could have happened that everybody predicted. It could have been LeBron versus Kyrie Irving, Boston Celtics versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, man. And it happened. Unfortunately, the two superstars aren't there. But we have two rising superstars. Somebody who since he was drafted, I was like, yo, this dude's legit in Tatum. So let's go ahead and talk about that, man. All I want to say is, that last game between Philly and Boston was close. So it came to the edge of the teeth. But Rozier, I'm telling you, man, that boy getting the contract. That boy's getting the contract.
Yeah.
But Lauren, let's go ahead and start with you, man.
Man, I'm gonna roll with Cleveland. I think Cleveland gonna take them out in 6. I think the biggest thing for me, it just goes back to the LeBron factor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whoever plays him as a 3 is gonna be too small, and if they try to put somebody big on him like Aaron Baines or something like that, then he's gonna be too quick. LeBron is zero right now. The fact that the others, as they like to say, that the others are starting to find a rhythm, it's a big plus for Cleveland. I mean, Korver was out in that last series. J.R. Smith, I guess he put the blunt down for that series because he came balling. You know what I'm saying? And Jeff Green was balling. Tristan Thompson, I guess I don't know what got into him. I guess I don't know. Maybe Chloe smacked him with some of that ooh-wee, some of that. You better get this money, boy.
Hit with that child support.
Ain't got no kid.
You said what?
Ain't got no kid.
Yeah, they do.
Tristan and
they just had a kid.
Yeah, I thought they did too. Yeah.
I don't pay no attention to none of the Kardashians. Keeping up with the Kardashians. No, I mean, I just think that the X factor is LeBron, like he always is, and I think that he's just gonna be too much for Boston. I don't think he's just a once in a generation player. You can't scheme. You just kind of gotta slow down as best as you can, and then hope that the others have to get involved. Because I know what Brad Stevens is going to do, and it's not a smart thing. He's going to say, I'm going to let LeBron get his, but I'm going to get everybody else. But LeBron is an artist on the basketball court, so he knows how to get people open and put them in a position to score. I mean, golly, every time Kyle Korver get a pass from LeBron, he's in position where he can shoot the basketball. Same with JR. Kevin Love, I mean, man, somebody must have gave him some medicine and he ain't got that anxiety because that boy is balling out in the series too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's gonna happen in this series. He might get to DeMar DeRozan, but we shall see. Cleveland is 6. Golden State, Cleveland. Again, I don't want to see it, but I think that's what we'll see.
Okay, all right. Corey, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Well, it's gonna be a good series. This is gonna be an interesting matchup. Cleveland is basically what can I say? Upgraded Philadelphia. Upgraded Philadelphia. LeBron's just a better Ben Simmons. He can actually shoot and do more. He's more of a magician with the ball. Kevin Love isn't as good as Embiid, but he does some of the same things. Can play inside, can pop out at the top of the key, knock down that three. So it's just it's about what Brad Stevens what game plan. Like I said, they're gonna have to keep him off the 3-point line, run him off the same way they did Philly. I don't know. It's gonna come off down how they play on the road. They've been very anemic on the road this whole playoffs. It's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing. They're completely awful on the road. I think they're barely, if anything, they're barely getting over 90 points on the road while averaging 110 at home. So they've been spectacular at home. Same thing with Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier he's a world beater at home, but on the road he just can't get that shot to fall. So it's gonna come back down to that. But I don't know. This may either Boston's gonna get the win or this is gonna be some more of LeBron's best work. I think this is LeBron's best playoff series since 07. If I can think, I can't think of one better than that one.
All right. So what do you have them winning in? Who do you have winning?
Went to the finals?
You said what?
Was that the first year he went to the finals?
That was the first one first time they went to the finals. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because he put up all that on Detroit. I got you. I got you.
Eric Snow and Larry Hughes and Ira Newble.
He had Booby Smith. Booby Dixon.
It's gonna be Cleveland at 6.
Oh,
Cleveland. That's what I believe.
Y'all just like on some team right now. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be Cleveland in 6, man. As much as I'd like to see Boston because they actually play team basketball. I'd like to see Boston, man, because they're a well-oiled machine, but they're too soft. They're too soft on the road. Well, no, I'm not gonna say soft. No, they're a tough team. It's just they can't get that shot to fall whenever they on the road. If they not at the TD Waterhouse or whatever it is, I know it's not Boston Garden no more, but yeah, whenever they're not there, man, it's a completely different team. So yeah, it's gonna be, and I think LeBron, he's got enough. He'll be able to steal one in Boston. So yeah, it'll be over in 6.
Okay, all right. Y'all know me. It's getting hot real quick. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pat myself down. But all I'm saying right now is it's gonna be a game 7. Game 7. That's right. Kyrie Irving is gonna give Tony Rozier another pair of his shoes, and he gonna cook up him some Kevin Love. He gonna cook up him some LeBron James. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm going there, folks. Going to game 7, man. Going to game 7, Boston. Just because.
Did you see what LeBron did to Steph Curry 2 years ago?
No. Okay.
Did you see what LeBron did to Steph Curry 2 years ago?
Maybe.
Terry Rozier is no Steph Curry. Terry Rozier better go ask Drew Bledsoe if he can stand on his shoulders. That's all.
It's okay. LeBron can go ahead and guard Tony Rozier because they got Jaylen Brown and they got Tatum. And it's wraps, coach. It's raps. It's raps. Second year and the first year. I'm putting it all on their shoulders.
I love your optimism.
Blind optimism, I know.
Let's hope you're right. I hope you're right.
Yeah, man. I gave LeBron way too many props this week.
Nah, they gonna get snubbed like Brad Stevens did.
Oh, that was criminal.
He got snubbed.
That was ugly. I don't know what that was about.
No,
there's no excuse for that.
Zero vote coach of the year.
There's no excuse for that. Yeah.
It's called the NBA, folks.
Give it to the black man. Give it to the black man. Go Dwayne Casey.
All right, quick question, you guys. Before we bounce off to first let's ask this question. The NBA is going to be making a turn. Hopefully, it's going to be crazy in the NBA, but they're going to hire Milwaukee might hire their first female coach. What's your guys' thoughts on that? Yes or no? You said nah.
She gonna end up fucking the players. Especially if it's a white bitch. They know who it is?
I forgot what her name is, but she was the assistant coach from San Antonio. So she's
she from Texas. She definitely trying to get some dick.
Is it Becky Hammonds?
I will have to. I'm gonna have to go Google search it real quick.
Oh no, nah. It's
the assistant coach from San Antonio. Yeah, that's Becky Hammond.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, her.
Yeah. Nah.
Becky. Yep.
Now Milwaukee got a bunch of ugly players anyway. What's she gonna get? Thon Maker? Thon Maker? No. I don't know if Milwaukee is that team. Like when I look at a team that will hire, I'm looking at like a San Antonio or somebody that will go against the grain. I think Milwaukee is a strong enough franchise. That's Milwaukee is a franchise with a female coach.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you gotta have a strong franchise like San Antonio or Golden State, like somebody like that. Like, I don't think that from a franchise perspective, I don't think that Milwaukee's the right franchise for a female coach.
All right, next up.
Small market though. I will say that it is small market, so she can kind of hide a little bit, but I'm good. Not yet. Not for the NBA yet. Just stick to the referee for now.
All right, Corey. Is he frozen?
He must be. He's smiling real though.
Smiling hella hard, boy. You cheesing hella hard.
Or
all right, yeah. I don't know. I doubt she'd get picked up. I mean, she will get the interview. She might get the second interview, but I doubt she will get picked up. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you guys have seen what they're trying to do with the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? So one of the WNBA players came out and was like, yo, we need to be talked about more. You know what I'm saying? We need to be put out there on the media more, stuff like that. So I have no clue, man. I doubt she get it. I hope she gets it. That would be a good stride for the NBA. But, you know what I'm saying? I doubt it'll happen. And Corey's back. What's up, man? So what's your thoughts on the female making it to the WNBA or the NBA?
I think Milwaukee might be a perfect situation. It'd be Milwaukee. That might be as high as I could see you may be wanting to start her at, you know what I'm saying? Because something like, Lauren, you said Golden State of San Antonio, that might be a little bit too high for her, because if she fails at the position, it's going to bring that type of criticism, and it might slam, not necessarily slam the door, but, you know, it's a PC world today. How the fans respond to different things definitely has influence on decisions that are made in the future. So,
but San Antonio, I think Milwaukee market though.
Good start. Milwaukee's a good start because they have the actual talent to still, even with her, they'll fuck around and go about 42-40 next year. You know?
I got a team for her. I got a team for out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
How about those Raptors?
You said who?
Toronto.
What?
Nah, hey, you done really fucked up now. Hey, now Drake gonna be fucking her.
That's nice too.
You know what I'm saying? OVO.
She's finna be OVO. Yeah. Man. Oh, wow. So you believe that they're Toronto's coaches raps for him?
I think sometimes the coach takes the fall for a team not being able to win. So I mean, I would say no, just because he just got coach of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Ujiri, the GM.
Did he just freeze up? Froze up? Oh, look at this thing face. All right, Corey, what you got?
I think the GM's been. I don't know what he's about to say. I think the GM's been pretty good. I think Toronto has put their team together well. I don't think Dwayne Casey deserves to lose his spot. Like I said, Milwaukee will be a good destination for something lower. Somebody like Brooklyn. You know, she can go to the Brooklyn Nets or something like that. But no, Milwaukee would be pretty nice. I think they still have enough firepower. So even if she's not able to, you know, get them in rhythm, get them in a good rhythm, they'll still be able to clinch a 7th or 8th spot. But as far as what I was about to say with Toronto, I think they've actually drafted well. The way they've structured their team, they have the players. It's just on the it's not on the coach. It's on the actual players. You know, they came to play. They run almost 60 games this year. They usually secure the top 3 seeds every year. It's just come playoff time. When they play LeBron, that's their Achilles heel. That's their kryptonite. But there's no excuse for what, like I said, there's no excuse for how DeRozan and Lowry played. They came up completely short, you know, in a big moment. You know, this was supposed to be their year. They had a bench that was, you know, backing them, even though, you know, their bench came kind of soft too. But, no, it was all on DeRozan and Lowry to, you know, set that tone to allow everybody else to, you know, catch some heat. And, you know, they could have put on a run and, you know, they should have won at least one of those games. Game 1 was the game they should have won. If they would have won game 1, we probably would have still been having a series right now. So, yeah, that killed their whole confidence right there.
Yes, and that could have happened. It's always possible. We could always wish. All right, man. So with all that being said, the sports is done with right now, and now let's talk about some hot topics. Let's start off slow real quick. Did you guys hear about Wale complaining about my guy Wale, man? I fucks with Wale heavy. You know what I'm saying? Wale is a dope-ass lyricist. You know what I'm saying? He's so versatile. It's cool. But let's talk about him complaining about the reason why he's not in the top tier anymore is because he is dark-skinned. Or because he's Nigerian.
That sounds like some shit a dark-skinned nigga say. That sounds like hello, man. I discredited the nigga, bro. I fuck with Wale the long way. Like, that nigga music is dope, but what do you mean by top tier? Like, what the fuck did he mean by that?
The class that he was in when he first came in with Drake, Big Sean, Kendrick, they were
all of them was better than him. Drake, all them niggas, Sean, all them niggas is better than him.
Boy, what? you oh, that's crazy.
And you know I can't stand. I co-sign that. You know I can't stand Big Sean.
Big Sean, dope, nigga.
Okay.
All them niggas better than Wale. But Wale ain't trash though. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not trying to discredit that nigga's level of artistry. Like I fuck with that nigga, but he's not. He would be the last one I would listen to on that list.
Okay. All right. I like that hot take. Even though you put Big Sean ahead of him, that was wild. That was crazy, bro.
Bro. He crazy.
All right, Lauren, pretty much what we're talking about is Wale was complaining about the reason why he's not in the top tier anymore of rappers of his class is because he's dark skinned or Nigerian. Your face.
I'm sorry, man. That shit funny.
All right, Corey. Corey, I'll let you go ahead and go.
It's simple why Wale can't pop. Why Wale has never popped. It's simple mathematics. It's easy to see. DJ Academics, if you've seen the show Everyday Struggle, DJ Academics tried to put him up on this and he denied it. Wale is simply just corny. He's corny. He has a corny vibe. He's always meant to be accepted. It's everything, it's not even the subject matter because he tries to dive into deep things. But he just ends up fucking it up. Like, he'll start talking about his footwear, some crazy stuff. You just have to watch him. But Wale, that's the overall consensus on Wale across America. He's just corny. He just comes across as corny. He's made some good music. But after a while, his singles aren't really that good. I'll say that. His singles aren't really that good to me. They really don't pop. Also, he was a bad fit. He was in a bad fit with Maybach Music. That was just a bad fit for him.
What?
Yeah, it was like trying to fit a circle in a square peg. You know what I'm saying? Or not vice versa, trying to put a square in a circle peg. But nah, man.
Picture Kanye West and No Limit.
You said what? Yeah. Nah,
Kanye West and No Limit.
Nah, Kanye West could actually contribute.
That might work.
Hell no.
That could work. In a weird way, that could work.
Can you picture that nigga making a rap about selling dope?
Nah.
I mean, Kanye can do it.
Well, they didn't have Wale doing that. Wale still stayed on his, on what he was doing. It's just something about Wale. He gets too, he gets too poetic. Is that the right word? You know what I'm saying? He gets way too poetic. You gotta get some of that grindiness. You gotta have that rap is competitive. It's got some of that, machismo to it, and he's a little too poetic, if that's the
I know what you're saying, but he's too emotional. Honestly,
yeah.
That's the word I would use. He's too emotional for a dark skinned nigga. You know what I'm saying? And like
right.
You showing a little light skinned tendencies, but I fuck with Wale heavy. But that's what his down drop is for everybody. It says he's way too emotional. And I can see that at times. But Lauren, I'll let you go first. Go ahead.
No, I think Corey's right. Interestingly enough, I didn't really think about it until you kind of said it. But yeah, I think he is too poetic. I think that's exactly what it is. Like sometimes you can be too clever with your lyrics, you know what I'm saying, and try to touch on a subject base to where you kind of lose your entire audience, you know what I'm saying, because nobody knows what you're talking about except for you, and so I think that would probably be the only knock against Wale. I mean, I think that from an artist standpoint, I think he kind of got boxed in a little bit, you know what I'm saying. He was with a more hardcore grouping, and he didn't really know how to follow his own path. You know what I'm saying? I think that he tried to dabble in the, you know what I'm saying, something that's a little bit more gritty than he was accustomed to, and it didn't really work out for him. And then it's kind of hard to go back when you've already tried something that just really didn't work out for you like that. So, I mean, that statement is 100% bogus. I mean, He must have needed some more YouTube followers or Twitter followers or something like that. So, he had to get a little outrageous and try to say something that would create some shock value, because that's all that really was something.
He was on this period.
Yeah, he was. Nah,
Damn.
who were we comparing him to? I heard J. Cole.
Yeah, his draft class, but his class was J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, Big Sean, and it was actually a couple more people, but I don't really care about those dudes because they're irrelevant right now. Because we're talking about top tier lyricists, well, not lyricists, but artists.
I think Big Sean, I wouldn't call him overrated by any stretch of the imagination. He just really doesn't have that national exposure. I think he's clever. I mean, I don't think he's a cold artist by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, he sounds like a Detroit rapper. I mean, honestly. But yeah, I would say I would and I actually tend to lean towards more dudes that try to be a little bit more clever with that flow. But yeah, Wale is.
All right, let's button this off real quick. But before we button this off, Corey, to your statement that he didn't fit in MMG, it was honestly the best fit for MMG because MMG had Gunplay, Meek Mill, Rick Ross, all street rappers, right?
And none of them niggas had dreads. If you got dreads, you popping, bro.
Gunplay got Wicks. He got his dreads wicked though.
Gunplay?
Yeah. Gunplay got Wicks. Yeah. That boy's wick is stupid long. But yeah, like he was a perfect fit because if you think about it, you got the, like back in the day when it was all popping. Well, not even all popping, but popping off at different times. They had the rap game on lock. Wale could dabble in the rap game, but he also was a poet and he also could do R&B. So if you Rick Ross, you're thinking I can like we got the rap game on lock because MMG was the toughest, really one of the toughest labels in the rap game for a smooth 4 or 5 years. They had that thing on lock.
If and you can get the women to you got it sold up for real. Yeah.
And then Wale was their perfect, well, not perfect, but their guy for R&B and stuff like that. And then he could also like he wrote for people. You know what I'm saying? So he is a ghostwriter. So I mean that's just how I look at it. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So if y'all have your opinions, go ahead and put them in the comment box and let us know. But moving on to the next thing, Drake has been taking nothing but L's, man. All right. Game 1, he was talking smack to LeBron. They lost. So he got quiet. Drake, game 2, try to fight Kendrick Perkins. They lost. Game 3, they lost. Bronny, little LeBron James' son, told Drake, he said it was raps, coach. He's like, yo, it's raps. You know what I'm saying? We getting the broom out for y'all pretty much. And before game 4, Rihanna was like, she came out on some magazine. I don't know what the magazine was. It was some fancy magazine. But she said that when she accepted her award from some award show, that Drake made her feel uncomfortable when she accepted her award. So I was like, damn, bro, like you just taking L's all over, man. And you made that song. What was that song that he made for females? That Nice for What?
Nice for What?
Yo, he just taking L's. So give me y'all opinions on that, man. Good, bad, it don't matter.
What was the context? What was she mad about? How did Drake make her uncomfortable? Did she explain that? I saw the story, but I didn't get a chance to really dive into it.
Okay, well, I don't have everything on me right now, but pretty much.
I thought it was Nicki Minaj. It was Rihanna.
No, yeah, it was Rihanna.
It was Rihanna.
Yeah, it was Rihanna. It was pretty much. They had an award for it, and before she came up, Drake had this big old announcement. He was like, I've been in love with this woman since I was 18 or something like that, and such other shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so like in context, in those kind of contexts, you know what I'm saying? And so, what you guys' thoughts, man?
Degrassi.
You got him in a wheelchair.
He does it. Man, that nigga, he.
Uh-oh. We're losing you, bro.
I ain't no yellow. I mean, I ain't no like they sticking ass. Drake be also like nigga shit. He what you call. He what niggas call in the hood a simp.
Damn,
But I can't picture that nigga. Huh?
He a
simp ass nigga. Yeah, but I can't see him making no chick uncomfortable though. Like he too soft for that shit. He probably paid for pussy. That nigga ain't got to.
Hey, Drake is Drake, man. All right, Corey, what you got?
He gone.
Damn, Corey gone. So yeah, man. I mean, like, yo, never mind. There's the guy. Corey, what you got?
All right, so yeah, now that hold on. So now that you explain it like that, that's Pimp Rihanna coming in. Shit, man. She's not she pulled a Drake on Drake, man. She pulled a Drake on Drake. He talking about love, and Rihanna said, "Pump them brakes, partner." That's what it sounds like to me, giving off what I'm hearing right now. He's talking about that's what she said made him uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's what she said made her uncomfortable about what he said. Yeah, Rihanna's a pimp out here, man. I like Rihanna, man. That's one artist, man. I wouldn't mind, you know what I'm saying, kicking it with, you know what I'm saying, pinning the damn knees on her shoulders, man. But she a pimp, man. She ain't got no feelings out here. She knows the game, man. She's not falling in love, and so yeah, chalk that as a dub. And I ain't mad at Drake. Rihanna's a bad one. Rihanna's a bad one. Not just off looks, it's just the way she carries herself. She seemed like a dope chick, or just a fun person to be around. And Drake probably got beside himself. I ain't gonna get too graphic, man. Hey, it is what it is, dog. Chalk it up. Chalk it to the game, man.
I mean, she does have a song that's saying she is a savage. So I mean,
that bitch crazy.
Yeah, she is.
All right, and now let's.
With Chris Brown.
He did put the
beats. That's the first
on
person I thought about.
He did put the beats on.
You got to be a crazy girl ass like that. That nigga was a blood, so that shit. Boy, that pussy must be lit.
All right, man. So let's go ahead and move into the hottest topic of this week.
God damn.
What do you got?
I didn't even ask you, bro. You supposed to be like cussing and shit on here?
Oh, you good. You good. We good right now. We're not super big. We ain't super big, so we good right now. So let's talk about the hottest topic on here. Well, the hottest topic of this week, the Childish Gambino video. This is America. What is you guys' thoughts on that This is America video? We'll start with Lauren. Go ahead, Lauren. You go first.
Man, you gotta be up on your history, man, to even understand the video. Like, for real. I mean, there's so many subliminal messages in that video. You know what I'm saying? Even to what he had on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, do you know what he had on, right?
No. I didn't. I seen a picture, but it didn't have like what it was underneath it.
That's the symbol for Jim Crow. Those pants. If you find the Jim Crow symbol, same pants.
Okay.
A lot of subliminal messages in that video. You just really gotta watch it. I thought the video was fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Pointed out a lot of different elements of what's going on in America. And the biggest key to the video is if you don't watch the video, you miss it. which was exactly his point. We focused on everything else except for, you know what I'm saying, the stuff we need to be focused on. So, you know, I thought the video was a great video, a great representation of the true viewpoint of how, you know, Americans are, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, no, I mean, it was very graphic. I don't think you see a lot of graphic videos like that. You know, a lot of he dealing with a lot of backlash on the other thing, but just, you know, when you talk about, he's an artist. Let me put it like that. Childish Gambino is an artist. He knows how to get outside the box, use his creativity, you know what I'm saying, to actually make an impact, you know. So I got to give it to him. Man. Dope video.
All right. Next up.
Some people. I agree with what Lauren said. I'm just going to add that some people, he may not get the credit that's due to him, and people may not share that viewpoint because they're afraid to step outside of the box and see shit for what it really is. Like, they may look at it, and at first glimpse, they just write him off because it's some shit that they're not familiar to, even though he's saying some real shit, you know, even though there is a message to be delivered. But because people are afraid to see shit outside of what they're used to or what they consider the norm, you know, I don't think nobody gonna feel him or a lot of artists like that, honestly.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Corey, what you got for us, man? Next up.
It was a strong video, but like I said, he made a great point. I was talking to a coworker earlier, and I said that same thing. I don't believe it necessarily the message reached who it was intended for. So all the people who understood the some of the graphics and some of the messages within the video, they're able to have conversations and go back and forth. But I believe that a lot of that just flew over. Even if it didn't, even if they caught it, it was more of a talking point and shock value. But there was some strong messages in there. It's just the overall message that I got from it is, when is enough enough? When is everything that's going on? When is it enough? What situation is too serious that is so serious that it'll get you to move? I mean, if shooting up a whole choir, if that don't get you going, if that don't get your blood boiling and make you want to jump up and make change, what will? And so that it's just bringing it back to how it's been throughout history. Black people, man, we played the role of the song and dance entertainment, trying to sing our way through our problems, and we got to face those head on. You see, if you noticed at the end of the video, when the camera panned up and it went to the, I don't know if that maybe meant something, but it went to the higher level and show him running through the darkness, and what it appeared to be was Caucasians. He's running from Caucasians, it's just, you got a different, and I'm not saying he's saying he's trying to give a racial divide because his wife is Caucasian.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that next.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that next.
His wife is Caucasian, so he's not giving a racial divide, but he's at the same time he's aware of what's going on. He's aware of what's going on in America today. So yeah, when is enough enough?
Hey, did anybody ever that choir could sing? Not the one in the video, the real one.
You said what?
Nah.
Did anybody ever ask if that choir could sing?
Nope, not that I know of.
I'm just saying. I mean, maybe that's why they got shot. Maybe they just sounded real bad.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay.
All right. If it was like that in the rap game, it'll be a lot more entertaining.
All right. Let me first.
Okay, I caught it. I didn't hear what you said, but I caught it. Okay. Yeah. That would have been. You would have seen hell break loose.
All right. Let me first preface my statement by saying I was a Childish Gambino fan way before all this newfound fame that he's had. So I've been a fan of his back in camp days, which is one of his mixtapes. So now that being said, I'm not one of these new people that's hopped on and been like, oh my God, Childish Gambino is so amazing. No, I just want to knock that out the park real quick. But yeah, man, it was so many subliminal messages like death on a horse. And then the police officer, the police car was like driving behind it. Like all this, like SZA. I don't know if you guys have seen SZA, but SZA was supposed to be the Eiffel Tower. So it was just so many SZA.
The singer.
Yeah, the singer.
The Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. It was so much stuff that you had to like literally pay attention to, because the reason why he was dancing all sassy and shit like that, like he was Odell Beckham, was to distract everybody. You know what I'm saying? He's like, if I do all these dance moves, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna take away from what you could be actually looking at. You know what I'm saying? So don't look at that. Look what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Look at what the what did you saying?
But he looks stupid.
That's the point.
That's the point.
A lot of the dances are stupid.
Like Chris Brown don't look stupid, or Michael Jackson. That nigga looks stupid.
It was the pants.
Answer.
That should have been dancing.
But yeah, it was all that. He hit that little shoulder roll, that shoulder shimmy. But nah, yeah, it was just all that, and that was like I had to watch the video about like 4 to 5 times to honestly catch everything, and then I had to actually watch a review of it to actually understand a lot of it. So all I'm saying is that video was super deep. It was very, very well done. And I want to say this right now. I believe that music videos might be making a comeback in 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
Music videos might be making a comeback, because it's been a couple music videos that's been out that I've been like, oh, people are actually putting in production for music videos nowadays. It's just not some bullshit. But hey, that's just that. So let's talk.
Just one thing.
What's up?
I just want to say the reason why. I want to go off of that. The reason why those music videos, this video alone may be the catalyst for that. That'll bring the music videos back. It's been coming back. You know, you've seen different artists, namely Yo Gotti. Yo Gotti's brought music videos back. You know, you were seeing more of the same kind of style videos over the past 10 years. So you're kind of seeing some more of that classic feel. But this song alone, I don't think it would have had the same impact without the video. The video is what really makes the song, and that doesn't take away to the song. So that doesn't take away from the song itself. Sometimes that visual is needed. I can't think of another song off top, but there's been plenty of songs like that have functioned in the same manner. So yeah, I think this is the type of song that'll bring videos right back, because you know people are gonna want to see what the artist is talking about. You probably wouldn't have been able to catch what he was saying in the song. You know, it wasn't a lot of words. He was just saying the same thing over and over again. But he was chanting things. But the things he was chanting was so deep, especially in context with the video. So, and it brings chills. It brought chills to me personally when I heard it. I was like, man, that's deep. I like this. So, yeah,
okay,
you're right on that one.
Yeah, I mean, hey, man. All right, so let's move to the hottest topic that I had this week, and it kind of irritated me. I don't know about everybody else, but ever since Childish Gambino dropped the video, you know what I'm saying, boom, 24 hours was amazing. Oh my God, we love Childish Gambino forever. You know what I'm saying? It was all that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was praising his video. Everybody was praising him. Oh, he's a great artist. 24 hours later, what happens? Can you be black and woke and date a white woman? What are you doing, Childish? You can't be black and woke and support black people and dating a white woman and having mixed babies. That is not how this goes. Da 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 da. So before I get to mine,
you can say that again.
Childish. Okay, ever since Childish Gambino, he was dating white women. He has a baby with a white woman. I don't know if they're married, but he's dating a white woman, and everybody's angry. 24 hours later. after everybody was just praising him, how he was the greatest artist, da 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 da, and now that they know that he's dating a white woman and has kids by white women, how can you be a leader of the black community, pretty much? So, what is you guys' thoughts on that before I give y'all mine? Corey, go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Foolishness doesn't take away from anything he said. Uh, Foolishness. That's who he chooses. That's his preference. Um, I could go an hour long about this particular one, but I'll save that for another one. But yeah, it's just typical foolishness. You see it every time. You see it every time. And it's part of that propaganda that's being perpetuated that black men are going for white women and or someone else or Mexican or anything. That's all propaganda, man. People are going with who they mix with, basically who they bond with, and you're not seeing any shortage of black and black, black man, black female. You're not seeing any shortage of that. Just look at Facebook. Look at all the angst and back and forth you're seeing on there. So there's definitely no shortage. Yeah, that's just foolishness. That doesn't take away from anything the man is saying. Um, you know, I follow a lot of the guys that I listen to as far as lectures. They not even off of anything, YouTube or books I've read. People I know, they follow along the lines of Elijah Muhammad. If you know the story of Elijah Muhammad, he's not a perfect man. Some of the stuff he's been accused of is some ugly stuff, but at the same time, it doesn't take away from the message and the things he said. There's still truth to what he says, and he's raised up great leaders out of his knowledge. So, that's just a bunch of foolishness. That's just the intelligent people aren't talking ignorant shit like that. Those are just the fools that just want something to talk about. Want to kick up some dust real quick, and that's all that is. That shouldn't even be given any real credence or any thought to it. It's ignorant.
I wish my boy Ellis would have picked up. But next up, next, going next. Who picking up next?
Shit. I guess. Go ahead, Lauren.
Oh man, it's a lot of layers to it, man. It's a lot of layers to it. This is where you start to trace stuff back to slavery and stuff like that, and the fact that black men were taken from their families, the women were taken from masses' house and raped, and all that type of jazz, and just all that emotional bondage. It's emotional bondage, you know what I'm saying? That certain people are dealing with, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm happily married to an Anglo-Saxon, Caucasian, white, whatever, snow bunny, whatever you want to call it. You
you hit it with the scientific word.
It's all good, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been with all races of females, you know what I'm saying? So I've had a great experience, you know what I'm saying, with just females in general, you know what I'm saying, dating, inside of my race and outside of my race, and really, the choice when you're making a lifetime decision to stay with somebody and build a family and a legacy and things of that nature, color has to be the last thing that you think about. You know what I'm saying? Can you be woke and in an interracial relationship? I don't even respond to the statement woke. Like, it's been so overused now, that it doesn't even have any impact. You know what I'm saying? I'm woke. I'm woke too. God woke me up to see another day. High five. You know what I'm saying? Like, just it's little stuff like that continues to put black people in a situation that they are now. You know what I'm saying? We so stuck on the propaganda, what I'm saying, and all the everything that they put in front of us to distract us from what's real. What I'm saying? I mean, I'm constantly trying to reach back and, grab one of my young brothers, what I'm saying, and say, hey man, it's more than life than what meets the eye. You gotta experience life. What I'm saying? And you know, it's a shame that we even talking about something like this. What I'm saying? Uh, because it is, what I'm saying, such a popular topic. What I'm saying? It's a shame that we're talking about this because, you know, all of these little small things are just symptomatic things that just come from slavery, man. What I'm saying? And uh, love who you love, and still be who you are. Like if you married to a white person, they don't allow you to be black, that's a problem. What I'm saying? If they're trying to deter you from everything that you know, where you came from, like that's a problem. But we all grow up, what I'm saying? Our thoughts change, based off of experiences that we have in life, so, you know, it's just really a stupid topic. I mean, it's stupid. It's not a stupid topic. Let me rephrase that. It's stupid that people are so focused on it. It's like, if you jealous, what I'm saying? I mean, find something else to do. You know what I'm saying? Why you focused on who this dude dating? Like, what does that have to do with anything? Anything. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? A dude out here trying to make music to empower his people, and you concerned on who his girl is? Like, really? And the sad part is, it ain't just girls. It's dudes. It's dudes.
Yes.
And
I
I'm
wish
just
Ellis
like,
was here
I'm
so
like,
bad.
really? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even need to be in our feelings about this as dudes. You know what I mean? That's why the hierarchy and the structure of some of the African American homes is broken as it is now because dudes is more emotional than some of the females. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, whew.
Ain't
That's
nobody
deep.
ain't nobody, running a household, or it's the household is ran on emotion. I mean, and we
Yeah,
wondering why we
if I
still
say
gunning down
sweetie.
each other. So nah, man. I mean, let that man date who he date. Focus on what he's trying to do. He's trying to make an impact in his community. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to empower people, and he's really trying to say, hey, you know, stop being so focused on stuff that has no value. No value. You know, I say it to him blue in the face, man. Like until we get to the point where we educate our kids on the same level that rich kids are educated on, we're gonna keep losing. They have all the education, all the resources, therefore they have all the knowledge. And when you have those three components, you have all the power. All the power. And so we have to do a hell of a lot better job at educating our kids on the things that are important, instead of focusing on all the ignorant shit, what I'm saying, that just takes money out of our pockets and, time off of our lives, man.
See? All right, next.
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with the message that he's delivering. I think, any person of intelligence or person with the mental capacity to hear that message and accept it for what it is and avoid all the other bullshit that it really ain't shit but a distraction. You know, oh, he with a white bitch, but he pro black and this and that. Like, so fucking what? That ain't got shit to do with nothing. Bitches I like them based off their personality. Like your hair got to be right before anything else, body or skin color. Like, and even if I was to date out some racist, somebody had a problem with it. Like, I'm gonna check their ass. Like, why the fuck you worried about it? Are you contributing anything to my life or to the path I'm trying to take to get to the destination I want to be at that can match what this person is doing? And if you can't do that in any shape, form, or fashion, then your opinion is just that, your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all pussy pink, man. Niggas gonna fuck whoever. It don't matter what the race is. And if a motherfucker got to say about that, then shit, that's them. They got too much time on their hands. I'm too busy to argue with somebody about whether I'm with a dark skinned chick or a light skinned chick or a white chick or a brown. You know, like that's it, petty and a motherfucker. And I don't think it should take away from his music. It ain't like he's saying fuck white bitches and black queen this and that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't saying that. So who he mess with is who he mess with, whether they got kids or whatever.
Whew, man, everybody made great points. Now it's about to get hot in here. The average guy will pop up on your screen and probably like in the next 3 seconds. But let me just start what I was saying, man. So, like I said earlier, I wish my boy Ellis was here because he disagrees. Like he heavily disagrees. Like I had him on one of my other podcasts, and we were talking about Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce is tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, and Travis Kelce has a black girlfriend.
Yes.
And I was like, when we brought it up, I was the first one like, oh shit, he got that's what I'm talking about, T. Kels. Because Kansas City is my team. So I was hyped. I was like, okay, that's why he got all, that's why he be doing all them dances and shit like he black. Okay, he got a little flavor in his life. That's what's up. He got a little flavor in his life. And so he was like, nah. He was like, nah, I don't agree with it. I don't think it should happen. And I wish he was here to give his side of the story because I'm not going to say his side. But I'm just saying what he said on Facebook that he disagreed. And I offered him, Corey, you seen it. I offered him to come on this platform to give his opinion. But I don't know what happened. But
step into the Shark Tank, baby. The Shark Tank. It's not. It's like I said. It's all propaganda, man. There's no shortage, man. Everywhere I see, man, that a lot of that stuff that you see going on, that's stuff that goes more on in the industry and stuff like that. You know, where it may be that kind of mindset. You know, black women, you know, they can get, you know, they can get testy at times. So you know, they got money and everything. You know, they choose what they see, what's been put out there, you know, as far as, you know, videos, a lot of times you see them, they're more lighter. So that happens more at the top. But as far as in everyday society and everything like that, there's no shortage. That's all propaganda. That's all complete propaganda. What the issue that happens within relationships all starts from the top within in the black family. It all starts from the top, dealing with the government. And like Lauren said before, dating back to slavery, it's just all a trickle down effect. It's ruined the family, and it's, you know, it's crossed over, you know, through generations. The black family has always been meddled with throughout history. There's plenty of proof. Plenty. Those are the type of things that we should be outraged about on a daily basis. It still goes on. It still goes on today. So that's where the issue with the black family begins, and that's where the split begins. But as far as somebody just wanting one because they think the other looks better, that's completely false. It's all propaganda.
Sometimes it's just hating too, though, because this may sound the same, but trust me, they're like two completely different feelings. Like, whether you make it because a white dude is dating a black chick, or whether your problem is the black chick dating a white dude. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just hating because motherfuckers like women, women, they all for it. Shit, get you a white dude who's gonna treat you a certain way or this and that shit. Oh yeah, they all for that shit. But let it be a black dude with a white chick. Oh, it's a big ass problem. What, sisters ain't good enough? What are you trying to say? You see that shit all the time. Look at the best man and the best man holiday, right? All four of the main black male characters had beautiful, bad, fine ass black women in the movie. In real life, they are all married to white chicks. And even if you look at the white chicks, they're not even that attractive for real. You know what I'm saying? But because it's a black dude with a white chick, all of a sudden it's a problem. But you see a black chick with a white dude, especially a white dude with money.
Serena, Serena Williams, Eve.
Yeah, they all for it. Shit, get your hustle on, get your money. Let it be the other way around though. Motherfuckers be mad as shit.
Get it.
It's
hey, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, it's real out here. Shit, you gotta get it. It's real in the field, man.
It's about to get even realer right now.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just the other way around. Men see a black chick with a white dude, and they like, oh man, what the fuck wrong with this bitch? You know, let it be a black dude with a white chick. Oh, she just wanted a hoe. Shit, I got 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a double standard all the way around. You know what I'm saying? It's just vice versa, depending on what sex is doing the hating. But I do feel, you know, with the government shit, but I could go into that shit hella deep. I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't know how long y'all trying to do this shit, but a lot of fuckers would be mad at me because I can't do shit but keep it 100 on that subject. So I'm gonna just end it with that. You know, sometimes it's just flat out hating, man. Sometimes it don't matter, you know, if how long people been fucking with each other the long way. You know, who actually showed they love the other person by doing some real shit, you know, and not just something that's cliche because they felt like they were obligated to do it. You know, sometimes it's just flat out hating, man. Motherfuckers just don't want to see people, you know, of certain races with each other for their own, you know, selfish reasons. But I mean, I wouldn't sweat it though. I wouldn't sweat it.
Oh, okay. All right, man. So I hope y'all ready because it's about to get hot. Like I said, the average guy will pop up in here in a couple minutes. So you might hate me, you might understand. It's okay. He can hit me up at the Average Guy Podcast or the Average Guy Studios on Facebook. Doesn't matter. The Average Guy Studios is also on Instagram. You can hit me up on there too. But let's start. All right, man. So we all know the movie Get Out, right? What's his name? Is it Michael Keaton? Yeah. Him. We're gonna start with him. He tried to get black girls to like him and fuck with him for years. Like this is all coming out of his mouth. They never fuck with him, right? But after Get Out became a success and everybody found out he had a white girl, oh hell broke loose. Now we're not done. We're still on this road right now. My boy Childish Gambino. He wanted to date a black girl for the longest time. Like he made fucking love songs back in the day about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as he became super popping and famous, and I'm not even talking about I'm not even talking about Community, and I'm not talking about 3000 or before the internet. I'm not talking about all those. I'm talking about stuff now. You know what I'm saying? Because he just got popping now. Because now he's in a new Star Wars movie. And he's in a couple other things. So he has a white girl now. Everybody's in an uproar. But when he was a nobody, you know what I'm saying? Y'all called him a weirdo. Y'all they called that. I mean, because honestly, it's true. Because shit, they call me a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? And black girls won't fuck with me half the damn time. I'll be lucky if I get a black girl. You know what I'm saying? But But it's damn if you do, damn if you don't in some senses. But yeah, like well, I just lost my train of thought. No, okay, yeah, he's got a white girl. He's got a white girl now. Now the black girls are mad. So you call him a weirdo, you call him a nerd, but yet as soon as he gets a white girl, he's the bad guy. And now that he's more famous, he's cool now. So, like, where does this happen? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all have to hold yourselves accountable. Y'all want the thugs. Y'all want the and oh yeah, I know this sounds like women bashing. I mean, if you feel bad about it, this message might be for you. You know what I'm saying? If you got like 12 baby daddies by 12 different dudes, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's all you.
All right, hold on. I don't want to do that because I don't want to throw that stigma. It's not all of them, but it's a lot of you motherfuckers. But it ain't all of them. Hey, there's a lot of sisters out here doing right. Hey, we as men got to do a better job of picking the sisters at the same time just as well as they need. I don't want to shit
because I'm accountable, bro.
One at a time, guys. One at a time.
Especially in today's age, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to shit on all of them. It comes up, man. It's a problem within the black community as a whole. It like I said, it's not their fault. They have a jaded sense of what's the word? I don't want to say necessarily success, but yeah, success. America has a jaded sense of success, but just of things they're looking for, things that different stereotypes that we perpetuate in the black community, the different things that we pass off and we don't even blink an eye, different behaviors. So it carries over into different things like that. So yeah, that is that. Man, we could go for a while talking about that because there is that contributes to a lot of the angst, and that's why a lot of men end up kind of, I don't want to say bitter because it actually does come from a place, and it's on both sides. A lot of men end up, not satisfied, and a lot of women end up not satisfied. And I'm talking about within the black community from what I've seen, and what I've I do a study on everything. I do analysis on everything. So while it happens in other races, trust me, it happens a lot in other races. But at the same time, we just really don't have room for that type of thing. In the black, I don't want to say we because I don't speak for all black people, but I'm a black man. We just don't have room for that type of thing. And like I said, there's a certain type of stigma and certain things that we accept on a daily basis that we just got to cut out. We got to cut out the bullshit. We got to cut out the self-centeredness, and that comes on both sides. Women like that bravado, but they men and women have a false sense of what manhood really is. When men and women have a false sense of what manhood really is, and that starts from really being there are no men around. So it's just, we got to do more homework. We got to put more homework in our relationships than we do buying a car. I'm with me a solid black woman. Black woman, she crazy than a motherfucker, but we've been making it rock. You know what I'm saying, for years. But yeah, man, it's just we got it's on both sides, and like I said, when it comes to topics like that, I'm not trying to cape or Superman, no shit like that. It's just I understand that it comes from somewhere else. When you see the meddling that's going on, like I said, so much has been done to break us down just all through the years that when it comes to things like that, I just can't say who's wrong or right because there's just an issue. There's an issue that's there. We just got to change the behaviors, change the things that we accept, and change the language, the things we talk about. So, yeah.
Randy, I think it's your good hair, man. I think that's the problem.
It's Ryan. But, nah, man, like, I agree with a lot with what Corey said. You know what I'm saying? But I got to draw the line, bro. Like, fuck that, man. Everybody got to take accountability for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You in control of your own happiness. It's not my job to make you happy. That's probably one of the biggest pieces of crap motherfuckers believe right now. It's not my job to make you happy. It's not your job to make me happy. Like, you are in control of your own happiness. And when we fuck with each other, when we vibe to where we're fucking with each other and I do shit for you, it's not to make you happy. It's to show you in that form that I'm happy being with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna go and buy the 6K, 7K wedding ring for a bitch you just used to being with, but you ain't fucking nobody else. You don't know what nobody else can bring to the table to show you a different perspective on what a relationship is like. Like, this is the only chick that you know, so you put up with her shit. I mean, granted, that's on you, but you're not gonna go buy that bitch the 5 or 6 carat ring, $5,000 or $6,000 ring. You're gonna go get her some shit on sale at Black Friday, and she gonna take it because unless she fucking somebody else or really don't want to fuck with you, like, I mean, you in there, especially if y'all got kids together. Like, most motherfuckers get married because they feel like that's just what they supposed to do. I mean,
This is
Everybody got story. I ain't gonna go in. I ain't gonna go into that.
I mean, bro, you making some points because I that is a good topic. I need to actually write that down. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that would be a good ass topic to talk about. But
you know, a lot of the shit, you know, you can put off on, you know, like stereotypes in a black family, like, oh, cause you the man, you supposed to pay all the bills, cut the grass, take the trash out, you know. But ain't nobody holding these women accountable to the stereotypes that they allegedly are supposed to have. Like, stay at home, raise the kids, nurture them, teach them. You know, most back in the day, a lot of these kids was getting schooled by their grandma, or they, you know, a woman was in the household, you know, putting them up on shit. Nowadays, you send your kids to school, they come home, you gotta de-brain, you gotta take all the shit out their head that they just got brainwashed with and try to replace it with some real knowledge that's gonna get them somewhere. You know, that shit is hard, bro. But these women are in competition with these men, and that's like the primary thing that's fucking up the household. And yeah, it can sound feminist. I don't give a fuck who feels like it is. They probably, you know, but these women are the reason why these kids are growing up like that. How many women you know are raising sons? No father figure around, just a whole bunch of uncles that leave $1 on the table every other night. You know what I'm saying? Like, not uncles, but you know what I'm saying. But you know, they're trying to remove the man from the house and take control of it, and then they advertise this shit in media like it's an achievement. Like, you're literally broadcasting destroying your household is an achievement. They lazy, don't want to work, go make $12-13 an hour and damn near 40 years old with 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, go get Section 8. Well, man can't be in the house with that shit. Go get food stamps. Well, he got to pay child support. Go get state health insurance. You know what I'm saying? They coming after the daddy. They not asking these bitches, well, why don't you have a job? Is the father around? Do you know who he is? If you do know who he is and he is around, is he working? Because in my opinion, knowing that, you know, kids cost money, they're better off with the person who has that interest and, you know, and is going to take initiative and has the ethic to go and make that fucking happen, not accept a handout from somebody and make it seem like that shit is coming out of your blood, sweat, and tears that you put in a work, and whether it's for yourself or somebody else. Like, fuck that. But they hand them off, bro. That is intentional. And from the top all the way down, they hand them off. They're doing this shit on purpose. It's intentional.
Whose fault is that? Is that their fault, or is it the suckers that's fucking these bitches' fault? Huh?
This shit sounds like rare information, bro. But I swear to God, it's nothing new. This is very common knowledge, bro. And motherfuckers don't take advantage of that shit.
Hello, answer this. Because I'm with you. I'm with you on what you're saying, and that goes all the way back. Hold on, nigga. Hold on. All the way back to what I was saying about how that trickles down from the top. And what I'm saying, whose fault is that?
Into it, bro. It's still the woman. It's still the woman. It's still the woman, bro. That's why I say this is common knowledge. Everybody knows it. These women that put these niggas in these fucked up situations, or even just they self, like, not even having nothing to do with it, dude. Like, these women that take advantage of these assistance programs and all this and that bullshit. No. Okay. I don't want to go out and try to get educated or get work experience to make a decent dollar and put my kids on employer provided health insurance. I could just go to the state. They gonna come after that nigga anyway. You know, man, fuck that. Like, man, fuck that. I still hold the women accountable. It starts at the top, but the woman is still held accountable because you know for a fact that you are putting the father of your kids, the person that's held accountable for his legacy. You're putting him in a situation where he's fucked. If you have, even if you're not married, if you just have children in common, why would you want to put the other parent if he actually gives a fuck about his kids and he's there? Not these niggas that just nut and cut, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers that actually give a fuck, because them niggas is out here and there's a lot of them. Why would you intentionally put this man in a position where he would be down? Even if y'all not fucking, we're not fuck up. If y'all just co-parenting, why would you want to put this person in a situation where he can't benefit your child? Because you're fucking selfish. Because you would rather it be put in your hands so you feel like you have all the control and all the power over all of these decisions. That's why when you nut in a chick and have a baby with her and you're not married, the mother automatically becomes the custodial parent. Why is that? Bullshit. If the man is held accountable to this household, if it's the man's job to provide most of the financial resources for the child, why would you automatically put this woman in charge? You know, if you're married, it's different. But both of you have custody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to court for that shit. But let's say we smash.
Listen,
Just because I got a baby with you, don't mean I want to be with you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta pass this kid off to
100% right, but there's certain things like when you're talking about the woman getting, there's some of that stuff you just don't know, because that a lot of the times the woman is the one who's first, you know what I'm saying, in contact with the child. The man is, you know, can dash whenever the hell he feels like it. So that's the reason for certain things like that. Now it comes to it comes to education.
I say the stuff that I say because I'm speaking about a very specific personality. Like I don't like the stuff that I said.
Listen,
just in case it wasn't clear, it has nothing to do with deadbeat niggas, like niggas that ain't there. This is all just solid dudes who are actively involved.
Good niggas too. I know, nigga. That's why you got to be serious. That's why I said you have to put more into a relationship than you do on a car. You have to be strict about every goddamn move. And if it's only gonna work, you got to make it work how you want it to work, man. You know, it's real out here. Shit like that happens because of just non-education, foolishness. Everybody's out here grasping for a dollar. That's the type of damn society that we bred, just all around the fucking board. All around the board. It's just, you know, everybody's grasping for a dollar, opportunistic, capitalizing, capitalism, what America is built on. And the child support system is no fucking different. And America is capitalizing off of that too. Once they get a case going, that's money for them.
And the case is automatic.
The women has always been weaponized. They are being weaponized today. So it's up to us to put that in their head every day. And it's just gonna go off of, you know, the man's gotta be educated too. It's on both sides, dog. But I 100% agree with everything you say. It's on both sides. It's just a loss of, like we said on the last podcast, there was over hundreds of years where there was no education, no anything. It was a crime to be educated. You get caught being educated, you get caught teaching, you know, there's death. So, you know, it trickles down. The things that happen with our ancestors and different things like that, knowledge, IQ, that's stuff that is inherited. Stuff like that is inherited. So you just, you know, it's just about what you know. It's the things that you've seen. A lot of them are defensive because of the shit that they've seen. It's real. I'm telling you. Y'all know it. I don't gotta tell y'all. Y'all know it's real in the black community. And it just sounds cliche because we keep saying it over and over again, but it's the damn truth. It's real. It's real on both sides. Both sides. And you're right. You're right. The woman is let go. They don't have a lot of accountability. But that's the type of climate that society facilitates. You see it all day in the news. Look at the Bill Cosby thing. Nobody ever asked the rape victim, you know. And I don't want to say there's a lot of psychology that goes into that, but it's clear on a lot of these things that they're out for money. Even when they get found guilty, there's no charge or anything for false imprisonment or anything like that. So that's the type of society, that's the climate that's been bred over time. Like you said, women are being weaponized. They're being that's simple. They found a way to weaponize them, man. And we got to fight against that. That's where the fight begins. and we gotta start at the top. We gotta start at the top. See, think of it like this: when you start questioning, when you start holding them accountable, and I don't want to stay too long on this because we gotta move on. But when you start, questioning those type of things on a daily basis, I'm talking about fighting for things like that. Like, why isn't this woman being prosecuted for putting this man in jail? Or why is she spending her goddamn money on a fucking bag or whatever the fuck, or a new pair of heels on the child support money? Where's this money going? Things like that. Because if a man's doing the shit, they'll be on his ass. They'll be on his ass about it. Hell, if you don't have if you don't have a job, they'll throw your ass in jail, and then they'll expect you to pay it. So, and like I said, the women are being weaponized. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You have to fight. You have to start from the top. That's where it originates. It's not them, because everybody, like we've been talking about the whole time, a lot of people are just brainwashed.
Yeah.
Men are brainwashed in different ways, different facets. Brainwashed.
It's all facts. You ain't say nothing but facts.
Man, what was the question an hour ago?
I don't even fucking remember.
It was pretty much. It was pretty much
walking in an interracial relationship.
Yeah.
I think it was saying, why is it a problem? Like before, and I think it's the financial situation has a lot to do with your initial question. I think once you're at a certain standard and you can floss a certain way, or make it seem like you have people's envy or some shit like that, people start to look at you different. All of a sudden, it ain't that bad. He got a white bitch. Look what he doing for his kids. But this is a lot of it is hating, man. A lot of it is just hating. People are fucked up about their own situation. They see somebody, in a whole nother lane, and just to have something to say or just to express their own anger with themselves, they take it out by hating and lashing and talking crazy about motherfuckers who don't even know their name. Like us right now, we talking about them. Ain't nobody saying, "Hey, what the fuck is Corey Lauren or Ryan?" Or, what's your name, bro?
Randy. Yeah, Randy.
Randy.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nobody asking what we doing. Not saying that we hating, but I'm just saying a lot of it is just motherfuckers just gassing, bro, just to blow hot air.
Who are we asking about?
I hope.
No, I'm not saying us. I'm just saying, like, just hating because he got a white chick, or like Kanye, when he get on, he leave his black chick for a white girl.
For a white girl.
Yeah, motherfuckers feel that way, bro. But I mean, and money may not even be the reason they together, but because they have it, it gets other people's attention, and all of a sudden they have a problem. Like, I guarantee you, there's a high percentage of the black female community that have sucked a white penis within the last year or two.
Next topic.
I'm just saying, like, but they the same ones mad because he got a white chick. Like, why? Why are you hating? Like,
I mean,
that nigga alone.
This nigga's raps. Hey, you remember this nigga's raps? This is 300 bar king. This nigga go on all
all right. To end this off real quick before we bounce out of here, I just want to say it's all about the clout. Now that Childish Gambino has more clout, he will be getting more attention. When you don't have a lot of clout, you won't get that much attention. But if you have a problem, you can hit up the comments. You can find me on Facebook at The Average Guy Podcast, Instagram, Average Guy Studios, man. But yeah, just know if you guys have a problem, you can always hit me up on Facebook and let me know that, yo, I want to come on your platform, and I want to be like, I want to give my side of a story. You know what I'm saying? You can always do that. Just hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be scared of it. We can do a part 2 to this. You know what I'm saying? And it could be no sports. You know what I'm saying?
Or you can drink bleach.
It could be no sports, and we can just jump straight into this topic, man. Or this topic or another topic. But yes, you guys have anything you guys want to get off your chest real quick before we go? To get it off your chest is good, bad, or indifferent. Anything that's happened to you over the last couple of weeks, it doesn't matter. Good, bad, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get it off your chest. Anybody?
All right, I got something to say, and it ain't even gonna take long. Right? If anyone is fucking offended by anything I said, the shit that applies to you, and you need to do better in fucking life. If it doesn't apply to you, if you're not in these fucked up situations, mind your fucking business and laugh at the shit. Don't be a tight ass. That's all I gotta say.
You got a point. All right, Lauren, what you got for us?
Man, I think I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving life. I'm loving this podcast, man. Shoot, hey, tune in, man. Tell your friends about it, man. We going in, as you can see.
Hey, and you're more than welcome. Anybody. Corey, what you got for us?
How much shoot?
Corey chest
get ready.
He's over there yelling. His chest hurt.
You said what?
You was over there yelling. I know your chest hurt.
All day, man. Hey, I've been running 4 miles every day now this week, man. Hey, man, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? I'm long with it. But nah, man, get ready for exciting conference finals, man. It's gonna be interesting. Cleveland and Boston, like I said, I think Cleveland can take that one, but it should be interesting looking at the matchups. It's basically Terry Rozier, Al Horford, Tatum, Brown, those guys versus LeBron James. So yeah, get ready for that. And far as something enlightening, something to lead the listeners something to search. Look up the etymology of the word nigga. Look up the etymology of the word nigga, and we don't have all the answers. We don't have all the answers to it, but you'll find a lot of interesting origins to it, from the word negus to negus or naga, niji, the Aborigines, basically the indigenous people of this land, they refer to as the Nijis. The list goes on, and what you notice is a lot of those words, they were used to describe gods and kings. And so you look at the word Negro is referred to as black. So that's something to look into. As with the word negative, negate, it became black. Black became synonymous with darkness and different things. You look at the synonyms of those different words, and it's always something real, just basically low down. So that's something to look into, and how it nature, and how it turned into nigger, and turned into a slur, basically. So that's something to look into. And then another thing, I just got one question I wanted to ask you guys. Is a human being born with the concept of doing right and wrong? Are they born with that?
Yep.
They are?
Yep.
We're born with a clean slate. We don't learn that until I'll say 3, 4, or 5, something like that, because we see the adults in the house and we mimic what our parents do and the people that we see around us as children. Well, at least that's the way I see it.
Yeah. So it's something that's it's whatever that's put into us, right?
Yes. That's
just we'll build because I'm gonna go down to it's a familiar road, but I haven't really heard this argued too much. It's something I was thinking about. The concept of right and wrong. That's something that we're born with. And I hear a lot of people say that a lot of times. So in places that applies in life and history, it's an interesting topic to talk about. Does a human being know the concept of right or wrong?
All right. Well, shit. That would be good. That's a good ass topic to talk about as well. I'm gonna make sure I come back when I do my clips and stuff like that. I'm gonna be taking some stuff from out of here. But on that note, I want to just say first of all, Tuesday, hopefully the B team will be ready because unfortunately we didn't drop Tuesday love this week. I apologize, but the B team backed out on me. So what? Kawhi Leonard to the Boston Celtics. My bad. So yeah, hopefully that happens. And then Thursday, hopefully we can get. I had a question I put on Facebook, and if you guys seen the question is, can a businesswoman have her personal life and her social life? Can it like work? Can it counterbalance and work? That was the question I asked on Facebook, and hopefully we'll have a couple females on here. I had talked to a couple, and I know Lauren, you said you spoke to a couple, but a couple business females that own their own business or are in the works of owning their own business. How do they juggle that? You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for that. And man, we're just gonna be coming out here with a bunch of stuff for you guys. So stay tuned. This is your boy Rainy Anderson with the Average Guy Podcast on the Average Guy Studios. I want to thank all of my co-hosts, man. Go ahead, sign off.
Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
All right, man. Corey, Lauren, and what? Damn it. Let's start with R. I know that.
Y'all names sound damn near the same.
Was it Ryan?
Randy.
Okay, all right, cool. I ain't want to say what I said before. You know what I'm saying? So I won't go Ryan. And so
That's your long lost brother, man.
bro. Hey, man, out, man. Peace.
Yeah.